What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, back here for another instant match reaction. We have gone up to the Hawthorns and taken a 1-0 win. And Tottenham have gone top of the league. If you look at the exactly, stop the count right now. But look, in a game where it was nothing short of a horrible game. Tottenham did not play well at all. West Brom, you would say they held their shape well defensively, a good performance. They did threaten us a couple of times, but it's just not good enough from Tottenham today. Yeah, Tottenham was slow or passive. I don't know if they had a hangover from Thursday or what the issue was, but whenever we had the ball, we were just going for long balls again. We were stuck in that rut where we were just too deep. We couldn't get any outlets. We couldn't get Son, Kane and Bale into the game enough. Son was pretty much anonymous today, wasn't he? He had one chance the whole game, right at the beginning of the game, 12 minutes in, where he took way too long to have a shot and ended up the shot being blocked. But West Brom set up. They had a game plan, 5 at the back, and they made it very, very difficult for us. And they defended really well. Their 3 centre-backs, O'Shea, Adebayo and Bartley, really hard to break down. Anything over the top, they were kind of mopping up. And any shots we had in and around the box were just blocked. And it was very congested in the centre. It was really hard to break them down. And I felt like near the end of the game, we had a few more chances. Lascelles had a chance. Vinicius had a chance. We started to put a lot more pressure on near the end. But it was frustrating. It took so long. Like, it took us nearly 75, 80 minutes to put some real pressure on the West Brom goal. Other than that, we were letting the game drift. Well, even before then, West Brom, you would probably say, looked more likely to score at that time because they were from set pieces. They looked quite dangerous. Forced a couple of saves from Lloris. But at the end of the day, we didn't look that vulnerable going in the back. I think we looked fairly comfortable. Yeah, I thought Toby and Dyer had another great game together. They really did. Both of them, yeah, I agree with you. And they defended really well. Doherty, I thought, put in a really good cross for Kane's goal in the 88th minute. Really pinpoint cross, really deep as well. So it was very difficult to get that round Kane's head, and he managed it in the 88th minute. So pinpoint. Yeah, so a lot of credit goes to Doherty for that goal, and I thought he defended well from set pieces as well throughout, which is one of the advantages that he brings over Aurier. But I didn't see enough from the fullbacks today in terms of going forward. I felt they'll pen back quite a lot, and that's one of the criticisms we've always had of Mourinho, is he focuses too much on the strength of the opposition and doesn't focus enough on implementing our own game. And I think if we would have done that today, we would have been a much simpler task than waiting to the 88th minute. Yeah, I've been saying it the last 2 games now. We keep giving the opposition a bit too much respect, and we did exactly that again today. You see the lineup when we lined up, Kane, Son and Bale. Everyone's so excited to see these 3 together. And we just didn't play to their strengths. We didn't attack as often as we should have. It was too slow and lethargic up front, no movement. And our attacking players were pretty much numb today. Except for Ndombele. And he had to go off, and he went off for Lo Celso as well. And when Lo Celso came on, I thought he was a bit off the pace. It just wasn't falling off for him. I think our best player today was Ndombele. And he was the only one when Ndombele was on the pitch that was showing pretty much any sort of attacking intent. And it's hard to watch at times. It really is. I mean, we've got the players on the pitch that we can play our own game. We can beat these lot. We can get it on the deck and play our own football like we know we can, like we have played this season, and beat a team like this 2 or 3-0. But, it just wasn't good enough. And what I want to say is that it is a sign of a good team that, you don't play well and you get the 3 points on the board. But I just want to see us being playing better football and that we know we can play. But taking nothing away from the fact that we've won our last 3 games playing similar kind of way, not playing well but getting the points on the board. The defence looks a lot better than it did look in like the kind of first part of the season. Definitely. Dyer and Toby are looking like they finally formed a really good partnership together. So that's one good thing. But like you said, I think you got to call on the fullbacks to do more. Regulon and Doherty, I don't think they did enough today. In terms of the midfield, I think Højbjerg and Ndombele were good, were more than good enough. But you've got to get better performances out of Son and Bale today. Yeah, I just want us to dominate possession a bit more, especially against a team like West Brom, who are going to sit back and frustrate you. And we allowed them too much of the ball. We allowed them a bit too much encouragement. And teams with better players are going to punish you. They really are if you give them that much encouragement. So you need to be less passive. We need to be proactive in our attack. But
On the flip side, it's another clean sheet, second in a row, 4 away games in a row now we've won, 100% away record this season. We sit top of the league, thankfully, if not for a couple of hours. Kane now is joined ninth in Premier League all-time goal scorers list with 150 goals.
Mad level with Michael Owen.
Level of Michael Owen, and he's 27, so he's got many years left with him as well.
To be fair, Michael Owen was probably younger than 27 by the time he got there.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's probably true as well. 7 goals, 8 assists for Harry Kane, stepping up when we really needed him to as well, finding something, and that's the best thing at the moment. When we're struggling in these games, struggling against Burnley, Son steps up. Struggling against Brighton, Bale steps up. Struggling today, Kane steps up. At least we know we have that quality that even if we're not playing well, and as long as we keep the game tight, we always have that individual quality that could get us a goal from somewhere. And as long as we have that defensive base, that's very, very important. So that's the flip side looking at it. However, we do want the performances to be a lot better. And if we're going to get points against City, against Chelsea, Arsenal after the international break, we're going to have to be performing a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, the attacking players on the flanks today just did not get involved on the game enough. Yeah. Doherty, Bale, Reguilon and Son. I just don't think they got involved in the game enough. But look, let's just put that game to bed now. 3 points. We go into the international break. Hopefully, top of the league. We'll have to see what happens.
At least in the top 3.
Yeah, exactly. We'll have to see what happens in the games later on this afternoon. Wolves play Leicester and Man City play Liverpool. So we'll see what happens there. But as it stands,
there's no other games that are paying threat to us going above us, are there?
No, just those two.
Just those two. Yeah.
But as it stands, Tottenham are top of the league, and we are in a commanding position in the league as well. So you got to say that. You got to commend the players of stepping up when things aren't going right.
And I think we take wins for granted in this league as fans. We definitely do. But for every win, you have to fight for every single game in the Premier League. You can't take any win for granted. So I think it's impressive we won our last few games, even if we haven't been playing that well. But how many times could you say that at Liverpool last season? How many times they didn't play well yet they got over the line?
Liverpool last season, they won, I think it was 11 games by the odd goal last season. And everyone talks about Liverpool, how they blow away teams, but that's not the case.
Not always, exactly. So you got these wins are just as important as winning 4-0 and 5-0. If 3 points is 3 points. So look, performances have to improve, no doubt about it. We all know that. But we're winning games at the moment. That's the most important thing.
100%. Well, anyway, let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the game. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always,
come on you Spurs.